So today I'm down at the shop. Hopefully the internet down here is good enough so it doesn't keep timing out like it always does at my house or anywhere else I try to do live streams. So I pretty much have been working on the Charger all week again, trying to get this thing painted. But it seems like the longer I work on it, the less progress. I don't know, not the less progress, but it just seems like I'm making less progress than I am. So I got the roof pretty close, but the weather's been so bad. Hold on, let me clean this camera a little bit better. So I almost got the roof done, but the weather's been so bad for the last couple of days. Josh hasn't come in, so hopefully tomorrow will be nice so he could help finish blocking out the roof. Then I could hit it with some high build primer. Then we can get the mold made. So it's getting very close. Once that mold's made, I could finally paint the car. Which I was looking at the hatch and I was like, man, I could have already made a mold of the hatch. But I want to do the roof first because I have all the stuff for the roof. And if I use the stuff that's for the roof, then I can't paint the car. So we're getting close. I guess there'll be a video out Monday, which will be really nice because I only 3 videos last week. Kind of disappointing. I tried to make more, but this roof situation was kind of taking up a lot of time. But let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, and the live stream's a little bit earlier than normal. Let's see. Hello from New York. What is going on? Hey, what's going on? Say hi to me. What's up, Samuel? Nice. Hey Dave, what's up? Take your time. I want to see that car at SEMA. So I've already been offered by a few companies spots at SEMA. So I just have to really decide. I've been waiting for Dodge to hit me up because I'd rather have the car go to SEMA and be in Dodge's booth than, I mean, it's still going to be in pretty large companies' booths, but Dodge would be really, really awesome to have the car in there. So we'll see what happens, but it's definitely going to be done for SEMA. And it's going to be, as long as nothing happens, because I'm going to have like a whole 6 months or something that I could take it to drag strips and stuff. As long as I don't wreck it or something happens, we'll be okay. We'll make it to SEMA. But it'll just be very interesting to see if I do get messaged from Dodge or something. Let's see. Question: what color for the Hellwagon will you choose and why? So I've already chosen the color. It's a frostbite blue. I've made a video on the color, so if you want to go in my videos and check it out, it's just in the playlist. So you got some talent. Nice to see you taking your time and doing it right and not rushing. So I really don't. I know why people rush stuff on YouTube. Well, there's 2 reasons. So some of the time people really don't care, and the rest of the time it's because YouTube's algorithm. Same reason why people want me to post daily videos, and it's pretty difficult to post daily videos, but YouTube's algorithm loves daily videos. But a lot of people comment on my videos and they're like, well, you're not making enough progress in each video. But if you watch the time lapses, if you think of how long it takes to do that stuff, it's pretty much I'm working all day, going home, editing a video, going to sleep, and then doing it all over again. So I would rather take my time because I'm going to be driving the car around. It's going to be my car. I want it to look good. I don't really, I don't want to cut corners on it. So that is the main reason why I like doing things right. Hi, love the videos. Thanks, Jack. Quality takes time. Yep, it does. Chicago, what's up? Yay, you're the best, homie. Thanks. Hey, Dave, how's the weather? Yeah, it's been pretty cold. It snowed last night, so it's finally looking like winter. It's not in the 70s. How's the red eye going? My Hellcat's good. I haven't driven it in like 2 weeks though, because every day I literally go to the shop, come here, body work in it, and then get home and it's like I'm all dusty and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to take the Hellcat out, and I don't want to drive it to the body shop because I don't want to get all dusty inside. Let's see. Hell yeah, somebody answered that question after I already answered it. Hell yeah. Not Kevin Hart, that bad boy. I I don't think he was driving the car. Need help to finish my RX-7. I'm actually picking something up for the FC this week, which I'm also picking my grandma up from the airport this week. But um, the some guy has an ECU for the FC, which just like gets rid of all the fuel cut stuff and does a bunch of just like random little things that I could run it at like 10 psi and actually rip it and not have to worry about that exhaust, because my exhaust is now 3-inch all the way back to 2.5-inch, which I guess is like a bad thing because the turbo is able to breathe more and it like overboosts, which I really don't let it get in high enough RPM to overboost right now. So I can't wait to actually be able to rip it, and I need to find some 750cc injectors for the secondaries. But other than that, it should be great. I can't wait to, hopefully the engine doesn't blow up with the boost and everything, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mentioned something about naming the Charger Magnum a shooting brake. What? Any thought? A shooting brake? What's that mean? Hey man, are there any reliable European cars that are good to modify? I don't know. I feel like some of I think Audi's kind of resolved their whole engine issue, but I think all the European cars are kind of reliable. It's just working on them is kind of a pain. So if you have to literally do anything to them, it's just a nightmare. I mean, I work on them. I was almost thinking about getting a TDI, but this guy hasn't hit me back up. So I don't know. I like European cars. I just don't like working on them. I just still like them though, so I still buy them. Let's see. Smash that like button, everyone. Thanks. Do it right the first time, every time. Hell yeah. Hello from South Africa. What's going on? People are impatient. You can't build what you are fast as hell with a limited team and still have it done right. Yeah, so most of the time I'm building the car by myself. Literally the only help out on the car is Josh helping me with the body work and stuff like that. So it's pretty crazy because I've built almost the whole car by myself, except for a few little things, and it's only been like 8 months. So that's not bad if you ask me. So let's see. Howdy from Athens, Texas. What's going on? Showing love and support from Rhode Island. What's going on? Cheers from Sweden. Hell yeah. Question: how many days in advance do you make the videos before uploading? I usually have them the same day. So whatever I'm doing that day, unless I have a few videos ahead of us. But recently doing all this stuff, I haven't had enough like time, or I haven't had videos that were kind of easy enough to make that only took like a couple hours to make. These ones are taking all day to get the content to make a video and then edit it that night. So I really haven't been able to get me a buffer again, which is kind of a pain, because when I don't get enough done, I can't make a video, which kind of shows, I guess, because the days that I don't have videos is the reason why. Best Magnum conversion by far. Been following since the beginning. Thanks. Can't wait to see the finished result. Me too. Good, you're a bit earlier. Means us in the UK can tune in. Keep the good work. Hell yeah, thanks. Let's see. Hold on, where? Hi, all the way from Saskatoon. What? I don't even know how to say that. Where is that? I'm gonna have to Google that one. I don't know where that's at. I don't even know how to say it. Saskatoon. See, I got a white Magnum, need to be fixed. Can you help me out? I really don't have any time to work on other people's cars. I barely have enough time to work on my own cars. So, um, sorry, but I would just, and plus you're probably not close and it'd be like a nightmare. But I do, when I do go around and travel, I always post stuff and, to like help people build their stuff. But most of the time, nobody ever hits me up except for that one dude, that one time. So, you will, that Hellcat wagon going to be a neck breaker. Believe me, it's looking sick so far. Keep up the good work. I mean, I think the carbon fiber stuff's gonna break people's necks because, I mean, just the color and the like the blue Kevlar, I think is gonna be where it's at. He wasn't driving. You mean he wanted to dodge that DUI charge? Oh, oh man. Love from the Bronx, New York. Most just do a front end conversion. You killed it with a complete conversion. Thanks, appreciate it. Hey Dave, are you going to finish the interior out to look factory on the wagon? Yeah, so it's gonna pretty much all be factory Hellcat interior. So it's it's all gonna be finished once it gets painted. I could start putting interior in it. I need to get another car. I've been looking at them at the auction, so I've said that before too. Question: how many days? Oh, somebody already asked that. Dude asked the questions like twice. You made me mad because you didn't think about upgrading the car as futuristic car. So my advice to you is to make a Dodge Magnum panoramic sunroof. I don't understand what the whole infatuation with the panoramic sunroofs. Like, how often do these people, like people that want me to put one in, have them open? I have one in my truck. Look, I have one right there, right there in my truck. Whole roof's panoramic, and I never open it. Ever, ever, never open it. So, and they leak. That one leaks. So, it's it's something I don't want in my car. Let's see. Found this channel because I drive an SRT Magnums myself. Hell yeah. What's happening today, Dave? Just trying to get the roof done on the Magnum or the Charger. I just need to start calling it Rampage, but I feel like if I started calling it Rampage, then people would get confused and they wouldn't know what I was talking about. Maybe I should just start calling it Rampage all the time. Maybe that's going to be the go-to. Is just I'm going to call it Rampage and not call it a Charger or Magnum anymore. The Charger Magnum would look awesome with a black roof and the rest of the body white. No, it's going to be blue and the roof's going to be carbon Kevlar. How do you feel about the Dodge Truck V10? I've driven one. They get really bad gas mileage. So my ex-girlfriend's dad had a V10 Dodge truck. Well, hold on. Let's go back. This was like a crappy V10 Dodge truck. If we're talking about like the work trucks, or if we're talking about like the Viper truck, that's like two different things. But the work trucks, they get super bad gas mileage and they're like really slow. Let's see. Hey Dave from, man, where's all these places at? Sarasota. Hmm. Got a 2020 Charger and love your projects. Thanks, Chris. Thinking of doing something crazy to my Viper powered Ram. Don't know where to start or resources. I'm not sure what you would. I'd probably just leave it stock. Maybe put like a supercharger or a turbo kit on it, but I wouldn't do. I would probably. I think those are pretty rare. I wouldn't put start cutting it up or anything. Dave, my man, when's paint? So paint is going to be once the roof mold is made. So I thought the whole situation with the roof was going to be a little bit quicker, but I had to redo the gutter. So I had to pull the roof off, and then I redid all this other stuff yesterday, which ended up taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, and now it's pretty close. I think tomorrow I should be able to get in high build primer, and then I'm just going to single stage it. So it shouldn't be too much longer on the roof. And once the roof's done and the carbon fiber roof's made, I could paint the car, which the car is almost ready. So it just needs to be re-high builded and then 320'd, and then we're ready for paint. So it's getting close. It's just one of those things where it's just taking a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take. What would be a better daily? Silver body Chevy or a first gen Dodge? I'm stuck on what to get. Depends if you want diesel or gas. I mean, and it, I don't know. I probably wouldn't get a Dodge because the first gen Dodges, I guess, weren't too bad about the beds and stuff coming apart. But I guess it just kind of depends on your taste. If you want to get a diesel one, I'd probably go with the Dodge because the old Chevy diesel engines were kind of pieces because they always broke, and I don't know. They didn't make very much power. Can you talk more about the engine design you showed on Instagram a couple days ago? So that's for another project. That's for my 240Z. So that's a RB34 that I've been designing. I really haven't messed with it in a while. I started designing it a couple of years ago, and I pretty much just need to finish up a few things on it and then have it machined out of a block of aluminum. But and also the dry sump setup and a bunch of other stuff. But it's it's one of those things. I have a few engines that I need to pretty much just have machined. They're pretty close on the designs. I just need to pretty much finish them up. Same with the 240Z suspension. I have all that pretty close. I just need to finish up a few things here and there and then have everything machined, which it's kind of on the back burner. I was almost thinking about bringing the Z into the next project, but um, we'll see what happens. I want to get that done. The that's like my dream car is that 240Z, and it just sits in the container. It's just waiting to be built. So we'll see what happens. This two keeps asking the same question. I've answered it, and he gets mad that I didn't answer it. Okay. Gotta disagree here. Everyone drive white cars these days. Frostbite Blue was a genius move. Hell yeah, thanks. Loving the progress. Looks amazing, and I'm praying Dodge takes notice and does a collaboration with you. That'd be cool. I think I think once I think once the car is painted, and I don't even think it has to be 100% put together. I think once the car is painted, um, I feel like Dodge is going to hit me up because it's going to be right now. I think a lot of people are like, well, it's at that stage where people that don't understand bodywork and stuff like that, they're like, oh, that thing's never going to get done. But I think once it's painted, people are going to be like, well, it's not that hard to put an engine and drivetrain in it. So I think it's going to be. I think they'll be pumped about it if they find out about it. Let's see. A shooting brake is another name for a wagon. Mercedes, Ferrari has them. There's even a Corvette shooting brake. Huh, never even heard of it. Shout out to you from Iraq. What's going on, Omar? Hi from Texas. What's going on, David? I liked when you linked up with DIY Gang. Hell yeah. I think we're gonna probably have to link up again once our cars are finished. So we'll see what happens. Greetings from Regina, Canada. Season greetings. All the best. Thanks. Okay, I want my if you help me build mine's all you watching. It shows all the time. I really appreciate how you do with because how you're fixing them makes them faster. Thanks. Let's see. Hey, didn't think about upgrading the car feature. So my advice, God, the stupid panoramic sunroof thing. Is YouTube your full-time job? Um, I don't know. I wouldn't really consider it a job, but and really make I really don't make enough money off of it. I don't even make enough money to cover what I do to this car. So, which most of the time I'm making my money on other things. So no, YouTube isn't my full-time job. I think hmm, I think if we're talking about what makes me the most money, I'd say probably stock market is like more of a full-time job than this. But I really don't. I just like look at it and have notifications on my phone. So um, yeah, it's YouTube really isn't a full-time job. I wish it would get to that point. I think this build has the potential to maybe get me to that point where I can start maybe the next build or maybe the build after that. The channel could maybe pay for the build, but it's very doubtful. I mean, just with how things go and how the revenue goes up and down, I'd rather just have other means of income, which then I could just have fun doing this stuff and not have to worry about it. So it's cool though. I have a lot of friends that make quite a bit of money on YouTube, and it's it'd be nice. Let's see. It's Sack. Hold on. Saskatoon. Stay safe. Love your videos. Thanks, Douglas. I love the build. When people do front end conversions, it's just hold on. It just looks weird on finish. I love how you did the full conversion. Keep up the great work. Thanks. Dave, stay with full carbon sunroofs are overrated. I think it's going to look really cool with the whole roof being carbon fiber. I think if there's like a panoramic or a sunroof up there just cluttering it up, I think it would just take away from the carbon. I mean, I think it's going to look so if you look at the Bugatti, I mean, the Bugatti doesn't have a sunroof. It's all carbon fiber. I think the whole roof is carbon fiber on the Bugattis, the new ones. Maybe the whole car's carbon fiber, but I mean, most supercars and stuff like that don't have sunroofs. I mean, this isn't a supercar. I mean, it's going to be fast, but technically, classification wise, it's not a supercar. But I sunroofs. I mean, I don't understand it. Maybe if the whole roof like opened up, if like the whole thing was like a panoramic roof and that whole like piece of glass would go away, that'd be kind of cool. But it doesn't. So let's see. Do you have any previous experience with carbon fiber, or will the wagon be the first time? So I've done a few small pieces before. I've vacuum bagged a few small pieces, but the issue is the roof is very, very big. So it's going to be the largest thing I've ever made out of carbon fiber. I think the biggest thing I've made out of carbon fiber before was like I don't know, it was like a side flare thing that was on like a Nissan. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a very, very big piece of car. Which the good thing is it's flat. It's not 100% flat, but it's mostly flat. So I should be able to take what I already know and use it to make this big piece. I mean, as long as I could get the mold made and everything is just set up with it. So I'm gonna do a test run with a vacuum bag, get all the air out of it, make sure everything's nice and set in there, and then you run the resin through it. So as long as the vacuum bagging stage works out and I don't have any issues with voids or anything like that, putting the resin through it isn't that big of a deal as long as you don't get any dry spots. But we'll see. I mean, it's going to be definitely interesting. It's the biggest part I've ever made, and the hatch is going to be the biggest part. That's probably the most intricate part that I've ever made. So we'll see. I mean, it's one of those things which you just gotta do it. I mean, if you don't do it and make mistakes. Hopefully I don't make any mistakes, but that's how you learn how to do stuff. So let's see. People go to the junkyards and pull them off G6s and put them on a lot of different cars. Can I buy one? Can I buy it once it's finished? I'm not going to sell it. I told some people that I'd build them one out of a brand new wide body Hellcat, but the price must be a little bit too high. But I'm not going to do one for any less because it's a lot of work and and a lot of time. So, any plans for an all-wheel drive Mustang? Not yet. I agree as far as panoramic roof, not needed. Hell yeah. Thanks. What's up, everyone? What's up, Vincent? I buy this once it's finished. Probably don't have enough. Well, I shouldn't say, I don't know how much money you have, but it would be a lot, and I really don't want to sell it. So I could go down to the dealership, buy a brand new $90,000, $95,000 wide body Hellcat, and you could give me $200,000 and I'll turn it to a station wagon. So let's see. Viper truck is a monster. That's what I drive. Thinking of turboing it, contemplating that, or supercharge. I'd probably go with the turbos. Do like twin turbos on it. Let's see. Hi from Quebec, Canada. What's going on? I was behind an older Magnum while stuck in traffic. It looked sharp. I'm sure the project will look great once it's finished. Yeah, I can't wait to see the roof. I just think the roof's going to be really nice, really flat. I mean, it's just going to be so long. So here, let's come out here. Hopefully I don't get too far away from the internet to make it mad. I mean, you could just see like how long just, I don't know, it's just going to be like so sick. I can't wait. Let's see. Hey, I asked my friend that which one is faster, a Demon or a Hellcat. So Demons are faster than Hellcats, but this is going to be faster than a Demon, hands down. The secret is the all-wheel drive. The whole reason why I wanted to put all-wheel drive in the car, because my Hellcat, it literally just spins, and I'm sure Demons, they just spin too, but this thing is gonna just gonna hook like a monster. So how much time do you need to finish the Magnum, do you think? I don't know. I should have it painted pretty soon. There isn't too much left to do on it. All I have to do is finish this carbon fiber roof. I'll probably make the mold for the hatch, but I won't make the carbon Kevlar piece for the hatch until after the car's painted. So it shouldn't be too much longer. I mean, the car should be completely painted, and I should have the windows and everything in it soon. I mean, it's pretty close. It's just one of those things where I put some icing in yesterday, and it's pretty close. It's in 120 grit on the whole passenger side. So I mean, once we get it in 320, we could paint it. It's only a matter of time. So let's see, 2005 SRT10 Ram, naturally aspirated with bolt-ons, but feel I need more power. Wish to have it on something out of this world, like your Hell Magnum. I mean, I just twin turbo it. I mean, it'd make more power than tires you can buy. So one thing I've wondered for a while, do you get parts and stuff from Dodge Chrysler, or are you sponsored? I'm not sponsored by them. I actually work with a dealership in New York City, which they give me a pretty decent discount, but I still I mean, when I bought all the wide body parts, still had to pay quite a bit of money for them. So it's Mopar Online Parts. That's where I get all my stuff. They're really good. Their prices are really cheap. So if you're looking for any parts, check them out. I mean, they've worked with me on this project, the Hellcat project, probably any Dodge project that I have from now on. I'll work with them because they get me the stuff that I need and stuff that I can't get, like this stuff. And you know, they're pretty good place to get Dodge parts. So check them out. Thanks for the advice about the trucks. No problem. Came from the Honda world. American Muscle is totally different animal. Honda is now my grocery getter. Yeah, I mean, they're all cool. I have a bunch of JDM cars. I've been thinking about getting a Honda. I'm just not sure which one I'm going to get. Maybe an NSX, or maybe a Civic. Maybe I'll get my first Honda will be a Civic. But yeah, they're definitely a lot more expensive than a Honda. Did you get a haircut? Yeah, look at my Junkyard haircut. I got it today. It's not too bad. How about a Ramcharger instead of Rampage? No, I like Rampage. I've already made the emblem and everything. How much horsepower will it make? So the low setting, I'm trying to get like 900 to 1,000. In the high setting, I want it to be at least 1,500. So it's definitely going to be a monster. Love the car. You have skills. Thanks. They did not want to help from the jump. Forget Dodge. They probably never even heard of the project yet. I mean, by now, with all the articles that have been written on it, they have to have seen. You have to put a video on how you do the back. The back of what? Well, I'm actually surprised. I have 70 likes in this live stream. That's probably the most likes I've ever had out of all these people watching. Let's see. Do you think anything's going to happen between you and Wisely Keegan with the free valve project? So I've actually I've been thinking about sending him so I have the thesis, and literally it's pretty easy to find all that stuff now. That before, when I got the thesis paper and I got all the papers from when the guy was in, I think it was for his master's degree in Sweden, you could literally just download them on the internet. But now, since he's applied for all his patents, you can just look up all the designs through the US patent, the USA patent, whatever it is. You can just go on there. I went on there last night and just downloaded all the files. So it just tells you, like, step by step how to do it. So I've been thinking about hitting him up, and but he hasn't emailed me. So if he emails me, I'll probably send it over to him. But you know, for the longest time, I wanted. So it's not technically, it's not Koenigsegg that makes the free valve stuff. It's another guy, which I messaged them a while back to do an RB26 head, my R34 RB26 head. I was like, hey, how much do you guys want to, because they have in their email, it says projects. They have like different things to contact them, and it's like careers, projects, and some other things. So I contacted them about that probably like 4 or 5 years ago now. And I was like, hey, how much would it cost for you guys to do a free valve RB head for me? I'll send you a head, and you could just put all the stuff that I need into it and give me a controller, and I could piggyback off of it with a standalone ECU. Never even emailed me back. So at this point, you know, it doesn't, to me, it wouldn't take me that long to design the same setup, because I have all the drawings, I have all the CAD files, not the CAD files, but I have all the information. It has all the dimensions in there. I can literally make it. It gives you all all the values and how far ahead of top dead center that you want because there's a delay from the solenoid and everything. So I could technically make these to put on my own car. I wouldn't make them to sell because then I'd have to deal with their patent stuff, but I could make them and put them on my car, which I want to kind of do the 6.2 or the 426 after I bore it out and get rid of the cam would be awesome. But at the same time, you know, that's a lot of extra addition to the project that I'm already doing. So maybe later on down the road, I could pretty much throw this together. It wouldn't take me too long to design. I actually started messing with the design a little bit yesterday for the free valve stuff. So I could literally have it CNC'd for billet aluminum. I would also have to probably cast my own heads because you have to get air pressure from the so how they work, each actuator is air powered and it uses hydraulic pressure. So it needs to have a way to build up air pressure because I think it uses like 6 bar or something. You need like 6 bar. So you have to have an air tank and then it gets it from each cylinder. So the actuator goes down into the cylinder. It has a valve whenever the piston's coming up because you can run it on 4 or 8 stroke and it just adds to the pressure tank. So I could make a system. I want to do the Hellcat engine with free valve, but at this point I just want to get it running and, you know, make the power that's going to make, and then I could design the setup and then redesign the heads and design the heads around a free valve setup. So I don't really want to piggyback off that guy's stuff, but I've been messing with it for, not really messing with it, but I've had the idea because I wanted to do it for a long time. I'd rather just send some heads to them and have them do them and send me a controller or whatever, but you know, it's never going to happen. So eventually I'll mess with it and do it. But it was pretty cool to see that dude get it to, you know, kind of work. It wouldn't ramp up or anything like that. It just kind of idled. But I think that's because he was trying to I think he had valves pretty much just going at their own rate. So they're kind of controlling the throttle. So adding throttle to it really didn't do much. He got it to work, which is really cool. So let's see. Will it have AC? Of course. Can't have a car without AC. I used to think that delete AC off of everything when I was in high school and stuff, but put it back on. I mean, there's no reason to delete it. Let's see. I don't complain because I've done this type of work. Wife is getting a new motor in her Monte Carlo as we speak. Hell yeah. Hello from ST Georgia, or St. George, Utah. Great project. I have an Edelbrock Supercharged RT Challenger. Hell yeah, that's tight. You should keep the car and make it a drag car. And are you gonna make a vid of you going to a car show when it's done? So I'm gonna make quite a few videos when it's finished. So you know, pretty much the same stuff that I do with my Hellcat and the other Magnum, I'm going to do with this car. So I want to take it to Race Week. I want to take it to Cletus and Cars. I want to do a bunch of stuff with it. So there'll be quite a few videos of me doing stuff with it. I wanted to give my I'll probably give my grandma a ride in it, but I won't go crazy with it because, you know, she's old. But maybe I can get my mom in there and give her an actual rip ride. But she's afraid to drive with me because I always scare the shit out of her. But let's see, does a Charger subframe have factory crumple zones? They do. They actually do. But my new one won't. So can you show me how to make money from the stock market? I can't really show you how to make money. I mean, you could, the best way to do it is just to do it and learn. I mean, there's no one that could show you really how to do anything. The best way to do anything is just to learn to do it. Do you actually own a junkyard? If so, I need some parts for my 99 Saab 93 convertible. I don't own a junkyard, but the junkyard that I do stuff at, it's Don Sport Car, and you could call them. They're fully staffed, and they have probably a bunch of 93 convertibles. What are you gonna do when you fix both of them up to the way you want? Do you sell them or do you keep them? Is it easy to put a scat pack in a Magnum? I really want to know because I want to do it. So I just end up keeping them. Probably once I'm done with the original Magnum, I'm probably just going to give it away after race week, and then this one I'll probably just keep. And most of the cars I have, I just keep. There's no reason to really get rid of them. Yes, a whole other topic. People live off YouTube. What you're doing is a hobby, but there's really life. There's real life in stocks. I mean, I think I don't just do one thing. I mean, I think it's good to have multiple things going on at the same time. It's never good to just have money coming in from one thing. Even when I was an engineer at Cummins, I always did stuff on the side. So it's one of those things where if you just go to a job and then come home, I mean, that's cool, but don't expect to, even if you're an engineer, like I was making, $100,000 a year, that's still making money on the side doing stuff. So, I don't know. It's just how I've always been. It's just one of those things. So, next project, K car wagon Hellcat swap. I don't know. The K cars I can't actually fit in them. So, what's up, Dave? Love watching the progress you're making on the wagon. Thanks, I appreciate it. Definitely carbon fiber, a better move than panoramic. Who cares to catch tan in your car? Just hang. Hold on, just hang. Go hang on the beach. Less weight, Mopar. Keystones or Craigers? I don't know. Trial and error. Well said, brother. Yeah, I mean, that's really how I've always learned. So it was funny when I was an engineer for Cummins, but we had to go to these classes, and I went to like this military training class, and literally just listening to the dude talk was so boring, and like you just want to go to sleep. I mean, but once we got to the hands-on stuff, I'd rather just like learn all that stuff, because all that talking that he did didn't mean anything. Once I started like messing with it and got everything and figured out how it worked, I mean, that's pretty much how I learned. But not everybody's the same. So am I going to get custom interior? Some stuff's going to be custom, but most is going to be stock. Koenigs. Would never be worth what it's worth. Time, labor, and love is what's worth it all. Priceless. Hell yeah. Appreciate your input. Turbo was my initial thought on my future build with this truck. Yeah, the reason why I do like turbos over superchargers are super awesome. Like the Hellcat. I mean, it's fun to drive, but the issue is if I want to do anything, if I want to turn the boost up, I have to put a pulley on it, and I have to do all this crap. With a turbo car, you just go into the ECU and you just adjust the boost controller, and you just increase the boost. It's, as long as your turbo can support it, it's a lot better, I think. So on Instagram about the Hellcat Pacifica, it's probably a long ways out, but but if you do it, that would be awesome. So, I mean, it would be pretty cool to do. It depends. I was looking at some of them at the auction yesterday. I'm just surprised how expensive they go for. But I want to get this thing a little bit closer before I go starting a brand new project. But I think it'd be really cool to have the all-wheel drive wagon and then have like a all-wheel drive Pacifica minivan. Any car over 700 horsepower has a time getting it all down effectively. Take your time. That's a plan. Supercharger over turbocharger any day. I don't know about that. Superchargers are kind of outdated, I think. What inspired you to do the Hellwagon? So I did the Hellcat, then I did the first Magnum, and then I wanted to do a new Magnum, and then I started doing that. So pretty much just the stuff sitting around from the Scat Pack Challenger is what inspired me to do this project. Dodge should make you a Dodge should make you a lead SRT designer after they see this beast. That'd be kind of cool. I've always wanted to design cars. It's funny because I went to school and I got a job doing as an engineer, but it was like a totally different thing. It was mechanical, electrical, and to be a designer, you have to go to like art school, I think, and do a bunch of stuff like that. And I think it's really hard to become an actual car designer. So it's just kind of cool that YouTube as a platform, I almost took like something I wanted to do as a kid, and now I'm like doing it. And it's just one of those things. Like I could have went to school and then just been drowned out by thousands and thousands of people that want to become a car designer, but I could do it and do it videos and do it on YouTube, and maybe this will get me to be a designer. But I don't think, at the end of the day, I don't know if I don't know, it'd be cool, but then I'd have to like move and go work. That's the issue that I have with big corporations and jobs like that is, for one, to get the job, you have to move to like usually most of the time it's like some crappy location. I mean, and then you have to buy a new house and you have to do all this stuff. It's just one of those things. You can't like work from home, or I can't just like stay where I'm at or build a shop house and do stuff from here, which is something that I really like. That right now I don't have my own shop house or my own shop, and I'm doing this at my friend's body shop, but that's the plan for this coming up year. So 2021, I want to, by the end of the year of 2021, I want to at least have a shop house started, so I could have all my stuff inside, I could have all my stuff in one location, and we can finally get this whole thing resolved with all my projects all over the place. The one thing that's kind of sad is I won't have to be over at the junkyard anymore, but the thing that's going to be a plus is that I'll have a shop house, and I could have all my projects in one spot. So that's really the reason why I sold my house. What was that, 3 years ago now? Because it was in town, there wasn't enough land. I couldn't build a shop there. I've been kind of working towards this, and it'll be really nice to be able to do that. So I need to find 100 to like 150, something around there, acres to build a shop house on, because I don't want to have to deal with neighbors complaining about my projects sitting outside my shop or any of that stuff. I don't want to have any rules. So it's coming. I've been looking for land and stuff like that, so we'll see what happens. See, any ideas on a reliable wagon hatch for $8,000 or less? So if Audis are pretty reliable as long as you get a newer one. They make wagons. There's BMW wagons. I think all the car companies that actually make wagons are like European wagons right now. There isn't very many. Everything in the US is all SUVs and crap. So you're probably gonna have to go with either a really old Dodge Magnum, or you're gonna have to go with like a newer Mercedes or BMW or Audi or something like that. Volvo. I think Volvo still make station wagons. Hello from Ohio. What's going on, Chad? Hey, New York in the house. What's going on? The patent's office. Ohio being made known tonight. Hmm. Mhm. I'm pushing about 760 to the wheels with headers to exhaust and commend. Exhaust and cam maybe? Or cammed? Cammed. It's cammed. How much do you think I can get with the to the wheels with turbos? I mean, I think those Viper engines are they can easily put down like 1,000. You're probably gonna have to get a different cam though. Let's see. Which one of them cars is your best car you really like? You have to pick one. I think even though I really have spent a lot of time on the Charger wagon, I think at the end of the day, if I had to pick one car, I'd want my 240Z with the RB20, the RB in it and it all like finished. That would be like my dream car. But I really like the wagon. I mean, it'd be really hard to. I have so much time invested in the wagon, but it would be very hard for me to pick the wagon over like my 72 240Z. So this generation is so dumb. If the Charger wagon comes out, the custom builds would that's B's dude. Millions of pieces car, bro. I'm not sure if I'll ride in that, but nice project. It's not really, most of the structure is still factory Charger. So I don't understand why people have like this weird misconception about pieces. And the quarter panels are just sheet metal. They don't add any structure. You don't hack up a prototype, dude. He spent hours on it. Why would you Hold on, why would he cut the wheel arches and stuff? Why wouldn't he? Oh, I must have missed the comment. The guy. Let's see. Why wouldn't he? And you don't have to do all that to drag it. I don't even know what these comments are. They're like fighting each other. Go first, then hit the drag strip. Well, SEMA is like at the end of the year, and I'm going to have this thing driving hopefully by spring. So, that's like telling somebody that you have like a super hot girlfriend, and you're like, yeah, you can't fuck her until like the end of the year. Like, yeah. Let's see. Dave, it'd be awesome to put an '08 SRT8 Charger front on the OG Scat Pack Magnum. Are you pretty set on doing the Hellcat Charger front end on it? Or are you still figuring that out? I'm not sure yet. It's still up in the air. It just kind of, well, the thing is I'm most likely gonna have another Charger front from the other Hellcat that I'm gonna buy. So I'll have all the parts, and it kind of makes sense to just throw it on there. Don't let your grandma know that you called her old. I mean, she's like, how old is she now? I think, oh, she's 80 now. I mean, I just don't want to give her a full rip. Like, I like took her for a ride in the Hellcat and I didn't give her a full rip. I mean, I'm not gonna give her a full rip in like a 1,500 horsepower all-wheel drive thing. I mean, maybe somebody I didn't like, but there are a few that have done this without the proper underpinning in the roof and paid for it. Dave is doing it properly and it will be safe. Hell yeah. I mean, I did it literally skin by skin, which I've seen people just like weld the outer sheet metal, and I was just like, what is going on here? What would be your solution to unseizing a 2.7 V6 out of an '08 Dodge Charger? Just put a breaker bar on it. I mean, that one that I ran without oil, it literally started back up after I broke the bearings free. Airbags or coilovers. So there's kind of an issue. So airbags or coilovers. I wanted to put it on coils with bags, but the issue is that I need, so I thought about this a little bit more. I need charger coilovers, and then I need them to have a way to bolt to the Trackhawk. I guess you could call them like forks, but the none of the coilovers have the electronic dampening control. They're all just, BCE has like, none of the kits have a way to hook it up to the factory electronic dampening, which is weird because Tane's been doing electronic dampening forever. So I don't know. I might just do springs, but at the issue with springs is if you put lowering springs on it, it lowers the car, but then if you lift it up, then that spring's loose. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to decide. I need to figure it out because I want it to be an inch lower than a normal Charger, but I have a lot of stuff to. I need to get the car and the subframe. I need to get the car painted. I need to get the subframe in there and all that stuff in there. So it's coming, but we're not there yet. So I need to probably figure that out coming up. Start a school. I don't know about that. I don't want to teach people like that, stand in front of people and just like talk and watch them like fall asleep. I wonder if people are falling asleep right now. Dave, a school teacher. Actually, you know something? When I worked at Cummins, I taught somebody something, but it was like I did hands-on stuff, and then I think they complained about it, and then I didn't have to do it again. Yeah. Hands-on always. That's the best way I think to learn. Respect your patience and hard work. Thanks. From Brooklyn, New York. Hell yeah. Would you build another wagon for someone else if you were paid? Keep up the great work. So 200,000 including the car. It's a pretty good deal, I think. Greeting from Middletown, Ohio. I think I've been through there. Rampage is looking amazing. Can't wait to see it finished. What would you consider your most ambitious build so far? Rampage or the 3000? 3000 GT was pretty simple. All I did was swap over drivetrain to it. It'll probably, I don't know, this is probably the most intense build that I've done. The 240Z will probably be a pretty intense build, but it's going to be a lot of machining and stuff. I want everything to bolt in factory, all the new suspension and stuff. So I don't want to really cut that car up. I think probably this. I'm going to be doing a few other things coming up as projects, so they'll probably be maybe a little bit less intense, but there's a few things that might be just as. So I have some projects in coming up, so that I've been thinking about. Oh man. Okay, appreciate you and your channel, Dave. Hold on, I'm locked in. Can't wait to see the finished product. Hopefully one day I can see the Hellwagon in real life. Stay focused, stay positive. You have the talent. Thanks. Lost soul. Hey, Junkyard Dave. What's up, Roman? Roman Atwood. Is that like Roman Atwood? Or is that like a fake account? I don't know. I don't think I've ever watched. My friend Trevor watched Roman Atwood's channel, but I've never actually watched his channel. Oh man, you get a shot. Hold on. You get a shot. My truck is yours to build. What? It's the Junkyard Dave Special Edition Dodge Charger Hellcat Estate. I was almost thinking about calling it Estate. Um, you know, it's just, I don't know what they call them Estates in like Europe and stuff, but it's just more classy, I guess. Maybe. Maybe that's why they call them Estates. Maybe I should call it, maybe should call it the Rampage Estate. Estate sale. Hey Dave, I think it would be cool if you carbon fibered the mirrors to match the hatch and roof. I've had somebody, I don't know if it was you that commented that or somebody else, but somebody commented that last live stream, and I'm thinking about doing it. I think it would really bring the mirrors into the car. Will you be street racing the 2021 Wagon? I'm street racing. I can't say. I can't say for sure on the record. Yeah. So OnlyFans Hellcat Charger Wagon edition. The close-ups of the paint job once it's painted. Are you going to do any more home improvement videos? So yes, once I start building the shop house, Home Improvement City is going to, well, I'm still going to be building cars. I'm actually contracted out, so I don't have to do it, but there'll be videos on it. I definitely will have plenty of videos on the build. Awesome channel, great project and content. Thanks, Dave. Awesome build, Dave. Love your channel. Greetings from Ireland. What's up, Mario? What's up? Can I see the car? It's right here. Chilling. Actually, I was standing on it pretty much all day. Holy shit! I don't know what just happened, but my thing just like super scrolled. Let's see. Has Chrysler tried contacting you about this vehicle you're making? No, is finished. They will be pissed due to the fact that you built it better than Dodge. They will be getting it from all angles when you're finished. Hold on, when you finish it. So I think if the car doesn't end up in the booth, Dodge's booth at SEMA, I feel that they're gonna like, I don't know. It's gonna be funny because it'll be in the show, and people are gonna be like, "Did you see this wagon or something?" And then they're gonna like see it if they haven't already seen it by the time SEMA comes around. I mean, I feel like there's no possible way, but they'll just like, what is this? Like, I just want to get the reaction. I'm probably gonna do a reaction video of like the Dodge execs when they see this, because if they don't know about it, it's just gonna be priceless. So need a TV show with a hot assistant. You're kind of vanilla. Good work though. Vanilla. I like all flavors. As long as they're hot. Yeah. Yep. Just got on. What's up? Street Racing Rampage wouldn't be worth it. It's art. Hold on. It's art as it is. Keep it a show car with balls. But how do you know it has balls if you don't race it? No, it's definitely going to get some races in. I'll tell you that. Maybe, I don't know when. I think Texas 2K is too early. I don't think it'll be ready for then. Let's see. What are you going to do about the headliner and interior pillar trim pieces? So all of that should still stay Charger, and then once it gets to like the back behind the rear seat, I'm gonna have to maybe do some stuff. I might just take it to a upholstery shop. I don't know. We'll see. I follow your builds. Very interesting. Thanks. Charger's awesome, man. Thanks. What do you think about building an all-wheel drive Hellcat 300? I don't know. Salute. Thanks. The car has gotten so much media attention, they must have seen it. Yeah, it really has. So the places that it has gotten attention from, I mean, it's cool that it has gotten, I think it's like 5 or 6 articles now, but they're not like huge magazines. They're like, it's not like it's not like when Jalopnik was huge that they wrote an article on it. It's like smaller, like really small versions of Jalopnik, and I don't think it's gotten enough attention or enough visibility that they could have seen it. I mean, there's no way. Like literally right now, it's still, to me, it gets quite a few views, but I still feel like it's too small to appeal to like somebody that works at corporate Dodge or something like that, that they would have seen it. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like once it's painted, that it'll get a lot more media attention, a lot more views, a lot more stuff like that, because right now it's still at that stage where it's in bodywork and people can't I don't know, some people can't visualize stuff like this. So once it's painted, it looks like a car, and it's out in the sun, and the carbon fiber is in the sun and stuff like that. I think it'll get a lot more attention. So let's see. You deserve 1 million subs. That would be tight. That would be pretty cool. Will you build a 2006 Dodge Charger with a Hellcat motor due to in the whole interior done off a wrecked Hellcat? I don't know. Dave, you are literally born for a car show. You got the personality, the craftsmanship, and the ideas. Thanks. I have quite a few ideas that are coming up. So the once this build's done, we're gonna have some crazy stuff coming up. I mean, this is gonna be crazy, but the next thing that I want to build, well, I want to do something with the Trackhawk. I've been saying that, but the next thing after this and the Trackhawk is gonna be crazy, crazy. So, but we are 111 people watching and 120 likes. That is awesome. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's been an hour for the live stream. I need to do some stuff to the charger so I can make a video for tomorrow so you guys can watch the video, and then I could hopefully get that roof done. Get that roof in high build on Tuesday, or get the roof in high build tomorrow, and then I could have that video out Tuesday, and then we could get that mold and stuff made hopefully by this week, so I can get that carbon fiber roof made, and then I can get the car painted, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to make that video, upload it tonight. It'll be live tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in to the live stream. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for everything. See you guys next time.